Hey, everybody. Sue Marriott here. I wanted to come on today to talk about building a secure attachment with yourself because we can go around, whacking moles all the time, trying to fix this and fix that and fix these people and get your person that's close to you to behave in whatever way that you want. But we're really not going to be able to get those secure functioning relationships until we can really bring ourselves to our right size. We're not talking about overinflating but we're also talking about not underinflating and just being able to be our full, beautiful, weird, different self. So no matter who you are, where you're listening from, what you look like, how your body works, how it doesn't work, how your mind works, whatever's happened to you, you are precious and you matter and you deserve. And you've been through a lot probably to be listening to stuff like this. We tend to attract folks that have had some history. And that is something for you to bring your pride to. And since it's Pride Month, I thought it would be a good time to pop on and just really welcome everybody that is listening to inhabit themselves, to come into your own body and to feel just fantastic about who you are, where you are, what you're doing. I mean, that's what pride is about, right? It's not doing a complete array, like a psychological assessment and only looking at the bad stuff or whatever. It is, in a sense, the opposite. It is like scan for what's right, scan for what you're grateful for. And some of us who have had to hide identities and were raised in a way that ourselves weren't recognized. And that's, I know many, many of you, that is true. Whatever your letters are, LGBTQ, if you're cisgendered, if you're not cisgender, if you're poly, if you're, if you're cis, straight, heterosexual, white guy out there, it doesn't matter. This message is for everybody, but we're taking our cue from the beautiful queer community that knows how to lift themselves up and to lift each other up because we had to. So many of us have been disowned, have been rejected. We're under new attacks now within our families. Our children being questioned, are they legally ours or not? It's crazy. So Pride. It's Pride Month. I want to invite everybody to just take a big breath and inhabit your full self and, appreciate those legs if they are working, these legs that carry you through the world, and appreciate these hands and these arms and this beautiful belly, whatever it looks like. It's a beautiful belly. We've talked before about talk to yourself like you talk to your dog. And I love that because I just rub my belly. Oh, look at this. Listen to that sound of that belly, right? So it's all good. And I thought we could, this might sound silly, but we're going to go through the term pride and use the letters and just kind of highlight a few things that helps secure relating and that helps us inhabit ourselves. And before we do that, I want you, no matter where you're listening from, to just give a moment and this is a technique actually that can be somewhat helpful as you get yourself to move. So with your left hand, I want you to shake it out. You shake your left hand. And what we're shaking out on that is any negativity, is any bad attitude, is anything that we're holding resentment. We're just going to shake it out. And with the other hand now, we're going to shake that one. And that one, we're going to shake out any kind of hassle that we're giving ourselves, being a bully to ourselves. We're not good enough. Let's just shake that out so that we can inhale the goodness of and the value and the preciousness of life with everything going down all around the world. That's all we've got is this moment. So I want you to come into this moment. If you're walking with headphones, if you're driving, if you're listening in your home, wherever you're listening from, that you just take a deep breath and just find your peace, find the place of this is good. In this moment, you have all the oxygen you need. You're not starving. You are safe in this moment. You're safe enough. If you're listening to this podcast, it means you've got a lot of needs met. and you're wanting to do better and do more and learn and grow. And that's a beautiful thing. Every single one of you, that's a beautiful thing. So let's try this. We'll see if it works. I was thinking using the letters of pride, because it's such a good word. It is such a good word for ourselves. Let's think in terms. So with the P, I was thinking let's use that letter to remember to pull ourselves up. Most of our listeners are not going to be the listeners that are up here in this more self-oriented, not very reflective space. We're going to probably be like struggling with life and feeling the pain of other people and things like that. So in other words, we're kind of smaller often. So the P, I want you to pull yourself up. If you have to puff yourself up even. And we're puffing ourselves up, not above anybody, but to our right size, right? Like you get to occupy your body, every inch inside your body, and your breath and your heart and your mind is incredible. And we don't know how long we have. We're spinning on this blue marble. Who knows? And so coming, like bringing yourself to this moment of like, things are good. Things are good in this moment. Things are this, I'm directing your attention to the parts that are good. So with the R, the biggest thing that I can think of is the term respect. You deserve respect. Again, I don't care about your history. It doesn't matter who you love. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. It does not matter anything that you have done. You deserve respect, including self-respect, both. So don't let anybody get away with, knocking you down. And I'm thinking about all the people that look different, that get pulled over just because of physical appearance, or get suspect because of physical appearance, or get, it's scary to be yourself walking down the road. Sometimes you have to hide who you really are. You have to hide your flamboyance, or you might have to, some of us, like suck in our stomach or pretend to be something that we're not. And I'm just saying right now, for today, in this moment, can you just let yourself be your true self and feel respect for that, and ask for and expect respect for just being, right? And then with the I was thinking of, we talk on this podcast a lot about using imagination in these healing ways. But also there's this idea of image, and what is our image of ourselves? And so I was imagining projecting my self-image out in the world, that I'm okay. I'm already okay. I don't have to walk quickly. That's one thing that I can end up doing. I can end up being in a hurry when I'm not even in a hurry. So the image that I want to project is that I've already arrived. I'm not in training. I'm not, it's not like when I learn to meditate better that I'll be okay, or when I get this degree, or when I get this job, or when I finally snag that girl or that guy, whatever. It already is, that you're already there and you're already good enough, and anything else is gravy and it's extra. So with the I, that we want to project the image inside ourselves too, that we're already there. We're at our full height, and we're going to project into the world for other people to see and for us to feel this sense of self that is deserving. Which leads us to D, which deserving would also be a great way, a great anchor to think of. But I was thinking of the term dignity. And I love the term dignity because it, in a sense, it's like the opposite of, I don't know. If I was in a court of law, I might not argue this, but I think of dignity as the opposite of shame. And I think about people who can walk in their full height with, you know what I mean, and be able to just come into a room with this sense of dignity. And then when something happens, you maintain your sense of dignity, and you are able, even if you embarrass yourself or something, like you do something dumb, it's like dignity to me is part of like having compassion and self-compassion and care. So for me, the D with dignity feels really unapologetic. And I don't know, that was just the word that came to me, but you do you, boo. You use the D for whatever that is going to fit for you. And then with the E, the end. So we've got PRIDE. So this is the E, is about expressing yourself. And I want you to express your full glory and your full who you really are. And again, I respect and understand sometimes we got to hide our light, but not always. And I want you right now to just inhale and just be able to shine your light and be your right size and no apologies. So that's it. Real quick wrap up. So P being pulling yourself up, puffing yourself up if you need to your right size. R being about respect, self-respect, a big one for many of us, and also respect of other people. So if somebody's different than you, it's okay. Bring respect. If you don't know them, like it's kind of also about like caring for people we don't know and that we'll never meet. It's like that to me is like, is now we're at another level where we can include in our care and in our sense of security everybody is deserving. And then the I being the image that you project, and using your imagination to get to your place of your dignity and your grace and being able to project that out to the world, which will help you get the respect and get some of these other words back towards you. And then the E is about expressing yourself, uncensoring yourself, letting yourself know what you need to know inside of yourself. You don't have to hide. You have the resources to deal with whatever's coming at you. And being able to speak and use your voice, this incredible, beautiful thing that we have, language and voice, and being able to say what you need to say, especially if it's difficult. That's a growing edge. That's a growing edge when our heart's pounding and we're not sure. It's a hard place, but that's where trust forms. That's where that's where relationships grow. All right. I hope this is helpful. Send us a note either way. And I want you to celebrate Pride this month, no matter where you are, no matter who you are. You know, this is about a secure attachment to yourself. So especially for anybody that is a weirdo, is a freak, is all the things that we've been called in the world, and I'm including myself with this. Yeah, I mean, I've been on the front end of some of these fights for my family. That's different. It doesn't feel different to me. It's just the same old kind of boring domestic things that people do. But you know, according to society, there's questions about my relationship with my own children. All right. Thanks, you guys. I hope, I don't want to end on that. Hold on. What I'm saying, right, is that no matter, especially those of you who are outcast or seen as different or as pushed out, those are especially the people I'm talking to around your worthiness and your dignity and your grace and your beauty and your right to exist no matter what. All right. Hope you guys are good. As Ann would say, see you around the bend. Bye.